My name is Mackenzie Rogers, and this is my story of a lifelong learner project for Univ 101. Starting from where am I from? So I live in a small suburb outside Denver called Castle Rock. It's in Colorado. And it's a very sheltered, small, family-oriented town. So I think that kind of shaped a lot of just kind of how I viewed the world. I've lived there my whole life. I've never really seen anything else. So when I moved to Arizona, it was definitely a big culture shock. It was a lot bigger, a lot less family-oriented. Like I didn't know everybody like I did in my hometown. So I definitely think that kind of was a big switch up for me. My life was very sheltered. I felt very safe all the time in my hometown. So it was definitely a big transition from where I'm at now. Culturally, my two biggest cultural origins are Italian and German. My grandfather's side of the family is from Italy. We actually still have family that live there now. And then my grandma is German. She also has families that lives in Germany, and I hope to be able to visit one day and learn more about my heritage. So prior to coming to U of A, I had a lot of learning outcomes. Starting with academics, I learned a lot of my academics throughout my high school career. My biggest academic learnings were just in my high honors classes. I did AP classes, dual enrollment classes, and just things to really push myself. I learned a lot about work ethic. You have to work hard to be successful, and I think I found a lot of success throughout high school. I learned a lot about friendships as well. I learned what being a friend means, how to have people in your life who support you, and not to deal with people who aren't going to be there for you. And then I learned a lot about teamwork. I was a student athlete, so obviously you have to work with a team in order to win your games. But outside of that, I also learned a lot about teamwork in other settings. It's really important to be able to work with your peers, be open-minded, accept others' ideas, and be able to share your own ideas as well. Where am I now? I've had a lot of learning that has happened since I've been at U of A. The main thing that I've learned is to prioritize my mental health. Before coming here, I was very locked in and like everything had to be perfect. I could not take any breaks until everything was done. But I've kind of learned that it's okay to take off days. It doesn't mean that you aren't trying or you're not going to be successful. You're just giving yourself a break, and sometimes that's needed. Surrounding myself with the right people, people who want success for me and are going to stick by my side and not, do things that are going to be good for me as well. Feeling uncomfortable. I was never really someone who liked to step out of my comfort zone. I stayed in places that I knew was safe and comfortable for me. So obviously coming to college was a big change. And I did feel uncomfortable for a little while, but I learned how much you can grow by stepping out of your comfort zone and how important it is to do that. And then just academics in general, I've learned how important it is to take college classes seriously. It's not just to mess around. You really have to focus, lock in, because these are our futures we're working towards. My goals for career right now, my major currently is pre-nursing. Um, and I still would like to do something that is in the nursing aspect or has relations into that. But through some of my prerequisites, I've learned that I actually have taken a big liking in nutrition courses. And I think that that is something that I definitely want to pursue in the future. Um, I've also shifted a lot of perspectives, disciplinary perspectives. Before coming here, I was very into thinking logically, kind of a natural scientist perspective. Everything was about logic, making sure that it had one correct answer. And I think I've developed a lot since that. An artist perspective, I think I've really started to explore is the artist perspective, kind of accepting other people's ideas, using them to fuel my own creativity, and just being able to empathize with others as well. I've definitely had a lot of strengths in college as well as weaknesses. Some things I think I've definitely gained are confidence skills, creativity, independence, communication skills, as well as leadership skills. And some things that I think I would like to work on moving forward in college is motivation, prioritizing more of my academics, stop procrastinating as much, focus on self-criticism, reflection and resistance, making sure that I'm not resistant to try new things or do things that I need to do. Where do I see myself going? In 5 years, I definitely have a lot of goals that I would like to pursue. The main one is I would like to graduate college, hopefully, have a college degree. I would really like to pursue either a nursing or nutrition career in the future. I just think that that's something that I've really taken a liking to, and I want to explore my options there. I would love to travel the world. That's something that I haven't really been able to do, but it's definitely a big goal of mine. And I would really like to just explore that realm. I would like to start settling down. I would like to have my own house or apartment, whatever. Just really explore independence, living on my own, being able to pay my own rent, pay my own utility bills, stuff like that, just so I can really grow into adulthood. I would like to focus a lot on my spirituality as well, just really finding myself, finding my inner peace and exploring who I am and what I believe in. And I would also just really like to be, a good businesswoman. Like I would love to have aspirations. I want to be inspirational for other people. And I want them to be able to look at me and make their own goals based on things that I've done.